Innovative content. Global audience.
And happy weekend to you. This is People in the News. You know how we do it here, where we bring you people that are worth being on the news. Not just everybody, but there are some specific things you would do, extraordinary things you would do, and you're worth being on the news here on SRO TV. And guess who is on the news with us today here on SRO TV? It's no other. Before then, my name is Princess KESSY, and you're welcome to the show, People on the News. Today, I've decided to profile somebody of great honor, somebody that not just in Nigeria, but in Africa, we look up to. A lot of actors, a lot of actresses, a lot of even musicians, people just look up to him because he has brought a new dawn to the movie industry. With the way he's going, I bet you we're going to be the next Hollywood very soon. It's no other than Kule Afolayan. Yes, I know that face. I know you're doing wow. Yes, even me, I'm wow, because this is somebody that is worth being on the news and is worth talking about. Today, I've decided to profile him because of the good work he has put in place in the industry. We know that before now, people use there's this cliche about Nollywood, the industry, about a movie, the low quality. But if you talk about Kule Afolayan, you'll be talking about top-notch quality. Look at this movie with me and we'll be right back.
Mo ti wá rí báyìí pé afẹ́fẹ́ ti fẹ́ gbangba báyìí ní fúlàdé wà. Àmọ́ kíní kan wà tó lè ṣe. Lọ́ra ẹ lọ́wọ́. Ṣàlàyé gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ látòkè títí tó fi désàlẹ̀ kó má bàa dáyà jẹ́. Má ṣàlàyé. Bẹ́tà. Rántí Honorable Akànmú tó ṣaláìsí ìjọsìn.
Ṣé Honorable tí wọ́n sọ pé commit suicide lọ́jọ́ yẹn?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Èmi ni PA wọn. What has? Kí ni ìyẹn ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn? Jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé.
Ọ̀dà jágbọ́.
Lọ́jọ́ kan, mo pàdánù àwọn láti lórí send share owó business kan tó jọ ṣe. Èmi àti wọn lálejò wà ọjọ́ náà. Bọ́sà, mo kàn fẹ́ dá lábàá ni o. Ibi tabo ìwàsà mi rò kó wà òkè.
Àná èmi náà mọ̀ pé kò safe ni. Ẹ̀wù dáàbò bọ̀wọ́ ẹni tó dá wa lóhùn. So first láàárọ̀ la, a máa ní láti gbé owó yẹn lọ sí bank. Mi ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbé lọlé torí pé owó tó wé.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back from that break. Of course, you did see that clip with me. And, we live, before now, a lot of people will look at the industry. A lot of people will look at Nigerian films and say, oh, I'm not watching. It's always the same storyline. They don't depict these things. They act. The storyline don't depict the picture or the sound. And then they look at it and they are easily predictable. But, when this fully came into the picture, everything turned around. Now, this is somebody that a lot of people have been able to reckon with over the years. When we talk about producers in the movie industries, you can't call 5 without mentioning Kule Afolayan. Now, Kule Afolayan is a Nigerian actor, a producer, director. He's widely credited for elevating the quality of the Nollywood movies through larger budget, shooting on 35 releasing in cinema and improving the cliche Nollywood storylines. Like I said earlier, before now we grew up seeing movies. You see part one, part two. Sometimes you see this movie is another name, another one is this name, but they are mostly the same story, the same storyline. And at the end of the day, he came on board to change the narrative. This is something that a lot of people are applauding and are still applauding. Who is Kunle Afolayan? Now, you can be part of this show. Just call me. Tell me, have you seen his movie before? Are you watching his movie up till now? How would you describe this man? How do you think he has been able to improve and impact on the movie industry? Now, call me on 08038164179 to be part of the show. When we talk about Kunle, who is Kunle Afolayan? Now, Kunle Afolayan was born on the 30th of September 1975. He's a Nigerian actor, producer, director, and he attended the New York Film Academy. No wonder somebody will say Afolayan is of the Igbomina Yoruba descent from Kwara State. He is the son of the theater and film director Adelove. No wonder. I know you will say that as well, because of course the father was he's the son of a prominent director, film and theater director. No wonder. Even the kid brother is also a very good actor. Now, when we talk about acting, Kunle is not just about the producing, about the director, about the top-notch quality movies, but he's a very, very good actor. Have you seen his movies before? Now, when we talk about a good actor, a good director, a good producer, he's all in one. And now he is the CEO of Golden Effect Pictures, a Nigerian film and production company incorporated in 2005. That was such a long time ago. He's widely credited for elevating the quality. Now, this is why I picked on him today to profile him. He is somebody that has done amazingly well when we talk about the movie industry here in Nigeria. He has been able to change the narrative. Like I said, there's this cliche here that, especially the guys here, I can't watch Nigerian movies. They don't do well. They are not the picture qualities, the sound. Now, there's something about Kunle. If you have seen his movies before, you get to find out that if this movie is something, the storyline is about a forest, it's very, very, maybe very heavy or thick forest, you will not see Kunle using just ordinary bush. He is going to go to, if it takes him traveling from Lagos to Sokoto, to Kano, or to Calabar, he will go there just to depict the storyline, to make it very real. And that is one thing we love about his movies. Now, he has changed the quality of the movies through a larger budget. And it's somebody that will say, okay, I am going to spend so much on a movie, regardless, I don't want to do anything, let's manage. And at the end of the day, you have a very low quality. He's not that kind of producer. He shoots on 35 and you know what that is? You're going to get the best picture quality. Releasing also in cinema and improving the cliche, like I said, the storyline of most Nigerian people. I once, one time ago, somebody introduced me to a very popular Nollywood producer that I could write story. I have some stories. So I presented one of my story to him, and he said, no, Princess, we're sorry, but somebody already did a similar story like this, and I really don't want to do something like this. Now, this is what we talk about. The ability for you to know that something like this has been done in the industry. So I can't go back there. And when we talk about people like that, we talk about Kunle Afolayan. He started his acting career in the 1999, featuring in the political drama So Warrior Day. That is where he started from. And we've seen that over the years, he has been able to improve not just the acting skill, but the production. Now, when we talk about, if you watch Kunle's movies very well, you see that even the drone part of it, that is the part I love. The way he picture a whole community, that is something you hardly see in other movies. This man can just put the community in one picture. I don't know how they do that. And sometimes also, he's able to operate these cameras as well. That is the good thing about Kunle, not just being the big man, not just being the director, the producer, sitting for others to do. He can also, he double as everything. And that is one thing I think everybody should actually the habit we should cultivate, not just say, okay, my job is this, so I'm sticking to that. No, we learn from these people. If they can act, if they can direct, if they can produce, and of course, if they can handle the equipment, the camera, then you also can, any sector you find yourself. And now when we talk also about the quality of the equipment is using, have you seen this guy on set? You need to see him on set. When you see him on set, the quality of the cameras, the quality of the drone, everything is just top notch. And this is what we look up to in the industry. Gone are the days when people say the movie industry is this and is that. Now we have the likes of Kone. He has been able to produce a lot of movies, a lot we cannot even, he produced there's a particular movie that I don't think you have not seen. Like anybody, I think everybody in this country has seen that movie, Oktoberfest. Let me start from that. That is one of the movies I watched, and I say, no, this man needs an award. He does not write storyline that you watch and say, okay, I think I know how this movie is going to end, or you just predict. No, he's not that kind of producer. He's the kind of producer that will keep you on the seat for hours, and you will sit there and finish that movie because you just be okay, I won't see the next thing, I won't see what happens. It's that kind of producer. Now let's talk about October 1st, a movie he produced in 2014. That movie was top notch. Everybody knows that. I'm just using that as a case study. There are a lot of movies I'm going to get back to. And today also, I forgot to mention earlier that I'm going to be, a superstar will be joining me on the show this afternoon, but I will go on a quick break, and when I return, I'm going to come back with a star to tell us who is Kunle Afolayan. Stay with us.
Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in bedtimes having a clock.
Oh, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Ice Prince of mine.
Ginger, aka Swagga Swagga. My name now is Femi, aka the music and Taliban.
What up, Nigeria? K to the O to the NGA Conga.
Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night. The Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night.
Nigerian Week in London.
The Nigerian Week.
The Nigerian Week. The Nigerian Week.
On the 19th of this beautiful month of May 2023.
May 19th.
May 19, 2023. Let's go get your ticket.
Go get your ticket because
we're gonna shut it down.
Ice Prince of money is in the building.
Yeah.
Go get your ticket. If you don't get your tickets, now you sabi. Okay, I'm back with a flow, no joking. You gotta muscle up, cause no pain, no gain. All the boys just wanna jump, okay, I'm blessed.
Yes, I'm still here on People in the News, and today we're profiling Kunle Afolayan, the person that we look up to in the industry, that has been doing amazingly well, that has been here doing wonders when it comes to creating magic in the industry. And when we talk about Kunle, it's somebody that I've heard a lot of people, actresses, like I'm supposed to have somebody here to join us, but he said he's still on set as I am on this show right now. And but he described Kunle as somebody that is easy, very easy to work. He's calm, and of course, watching this movie, you'll be able to tell that the guy is not only cute. So, OMG, the guy is cute, but he is calm as well. He's somebody you work with in a relaxed environment, and that is why people love to work with him. I said earlier that I was going to come with a guest. Very soon, I'll be bringing a Nollywood actress to tell us more about this Kunle Afolayan. But before then, Kunle is somebody that has, like I said, has brought so much magic to the industry. He has been able to create a niche for himself as far as Nollywood is concerned. Now, he has produced so many movies. These movies that a lot of movies depicting what we do, what is affecting us as a people, not just producing like some of the producers they do. Sorry, viewers, but that is what it is. A lot of the producer, okay, I just want to be a producer, I just want to produce a movie. No, this Kunle has been able to produce movies that are life-touching. You watch these movies, sometimes you're sober, sometimes you begin to reflect, sometimes you just want to, okay, I think this movie is directly talking to me. These are the kind of movie he produces. He has been able to produce a lot of movies so far. He has produced movies such as Rapida, Phone Swap, October 1st, like I did mention, that was one of his best. Is still best, even as we speak today. A lot of people are still watching that movie. And then he has produced also the CEO. That's one movie you want to watch. The Citation is another one, and a lot of movie. Then we have the current one that is top notch. I don't think there is any other person in this country that has not seen that movie. And Nicolabo. I watched that movie. I didn't want to stand up, and when I finished, I was so angry. I was like, man, why are you people like this? Why are you people like this? So it was so real. It was interesting. It's something that when you watch that movie, just the first scene one, you will want to sit down and finish it. Like I said earlier, you cannot predict Kule's movies, and that's one good thing about Kule. He has been also he has produced such like we have October 1st, we have Shallow, Swallow, we have a lot of movie that he has produced over the years. A lot of movies. Roti is one that he did with Potential as well. He did Diamonds in the Sky, Omugwo, Dazzling, Mirage, a lot of movies, The Tribunal, Tenants of the House, Hamitu. Now, the interesting thing also about Kule is not just English movie. You see Kule doing Yoruba movies. He does Hausa movies. He travels all over the country. He has done, even went to Edo Benin to do feature a film there. So you see him, like one I watched recently. He went to some part of the north, where they have those hill and everything. And the picture was so beautiful. These are the things we talk about. What is worth doing is worth doing well. So if you really want to be a movie producer, please, Kule is one person you should look up to, or you should always follow his work. Look at his work critically, you get to find out that everything is just close to perfect. We talk about the qualities, we talk about the sound, the picture, we talk about the class of the superstars is using when we talk about the actors. Look at them. It's just everything is just very close to perfect. Now I'm going to go. I'm still going to continue on him when I return, but I will go. I want us to see another of his movie together. And when I return, I'll be coming back with a guest, a Nollywood actress, to tell us more about this Kule phone line. And now don't go anywhere. Stay with us. I'll be right back. For we have a whole lot to talk about Kule. I'll be right back.
English, Banji. Hey, T. What happened? Are you okay? Is Roti fine? Okay, I'll be there now, right away. Good morning, sir. Good morning. I'm here to see my wife and my son. I think they're with Dr. Williams. This way, please. Thank you.
There's no easy way to say this. Roti is very ill. This is the X-ray of Roti's heart. There's a hole which needs urgent surgery.
It's okay.
There isn't much time. Please.
Okay. Whatever is going to take to do this, can we do it right away?
Very possible. We can. Mrs. Shito, please don't be overwhelmed by the news. It's a very correctable thing. A simple surgery will fix it.
Sorry about that. There was no time to be lost. We immediately approved that the hospital carry out the operation.
3 weeks later, Roti returned back to school, and all was well at last. Roti recovered quickly, growing into a strong, happy child, eating well, playing hard, and even becoming quite a little rascal.
Roti! Give me the remote. Give it to me.
Yes, happy time had come to stay. There was nothing more to wish for than this. A beautiful, happy wife, a healthy, adorable son, love and laughter in abundant supply. That day, your mom and I went out, and there's this madman that came our way. Instead of your mom to carry what she was carrying, she ran away to the next house. Can you imagine? I never had a moment's doubt.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back from that quick break. You've seen one of his movie with me, and we're still here profiling our very producer, director, actor Kunle Afolayan. Like I did promise before that break, I was going to come with a Nollywood actress, a superstar, to tell us more about this Kunle Afolayan. Welcome to the show. I have with me via call live Rosemary Ogbona Gabriel. How are you doing today, ma? Our superstar, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. Thank you for bringing me on. And then good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. You're welcome to the show. Now, let's talk about Kunle. Today, we're talking about Kunle. Tell us more about Kunle. As an actress, you're in the industry with him. How would you describe Kunle Afolayan?
This is a big one. You just brought me a very big show. But I'm going to make it simple.
Okay.
When you talk about Kunle Afolayan, you're talking about something I call the creative encyclopedia.
Wow.
By this I mean, Kunle is someone that Kunle is a fine actor now. How?
Yes, sir. He's so cute. Very cute.
Yeah, and you know something about him, it's not just about the cuteness. He brings the fitness into his acting skills.
That's right.
If you want to see a good movie, delivery-wise, everything encompassing, Kunle is it for me. Kunle is one person that can leave my eyelid open for hours trying to know the next move. His interpretation is superb. Let me tell you something. If I want to talk about Kunle, I may not be able to find the right words. I may not also be able to exhaust whatever content I have to speak about him, because this guy, I think, is just starting. When I say he's just starting, is every day is applause. With every move, are you talking about his movie Citation? Is it Niger Christmas? Is it Amikulapo? Which of it will I even look at? This guy just gives you
back to back. Wow.
I'm not much to say. Kunle Afolayan is it for me anytime, every day.
And now, how do you think he has been able to impact on the movie industry here in Nigeria?
The thing is, like I told you, when I started this commentary about him, I did say that he is, for me, a creative encyclopedia. So having come up with this kind of thing for him, it means that he's done so much in terms of producing, in terms of directing. He's brought in his upped the game. His style is upped the game. His contribution in the industry is one that you cannot look the other way. Most of his movies are like, if I want to rate it, I can rate it in the A list.
Wow.
Globally, his films are, I think these are films that cannot even go out of season. This Kule is a gift to us. Kule is a gift to us in a nutshell.
Wow, I love that, and a lot of people also. Somebody was actually. I was talking with somebody earlier, and the person said, not just the fact that you see his movies are top notch. He is cute, but he's very calm in nature. When you work with him, he's just calm. He's not this kind of person that wants to you work with and then you're under duress. And that is one thing people say they love about him. Now you've been in the industry, and I know you are one of the veterans we have in that movie industry. Now, when we talk about some of his movies now compared to others as well in the industry, right? How do you think he has been able to help other producers? Because we know that people are watching him, even in the same industry. Not just about him bringing impact to the industry, but individuals as well.
Well, I think that Kule could give you an advice readily. If Kule says something going wrong and you call his attention, Kule can readily give you an advice to make your movie what it should be. So he comes across to me as one who's not just humble, but ready to see things done right. You know.
And now he's a son of a popular theater and filmmaker as well. Do you think he got the prowess, or this is just a plus, or this is where the whole thing started from?
I don't want to believe that he got it from his father. I don't want to believe that.
Okay.
I think he's got something inside of him. I think he's gifted. I think he's also worked on himself to get himself up to where he is. He's built for himself a good name. He's built for himself. He's put his acts together. He's mastered this craft. So I'm not going to give it to his father because his father, oh yes. But Kule, you cannot just brand an old one in a new clothing and still say that this guy has got it. Let's give it to him. Kule is good. What about some of the actors whose parents are quite up there and they're not able to give same delivery?
Yes.
Kule will give you run for you, man. Kule is good. Kule is good. Very good, as a matter of fact. I could use the word excellent.
And now, what do you think? How do you think others also can learn from him? Because this is a man that we are not just talking about him as a person being a very fine actor, but we know the amount of funds and, of course, quality movies is producing. And is the kind of person also, I read about him and I saw that he could take him days, time, weeks to shoot a movie. Unlike your regular, some movies, they just come together and they are done. They don't care about the picture quality, the sound, or the kind of people. Now, most of his movies tend to depict the environment, depict the storyline also tells it. And if you have seen some of his movies, they are not movies you can easily predict. When you talk about even October 1st and Nicola, but these are movies you want to sit and you watch to the very end of the movie. Now, how do you think other producers also should learn from this? Because a lot of people spend money, but some don't want to spend, but then they want to just bring out anything and be called movie producers.
Well, don't forget that I earlier mentioned that the man Kule Folayan has mastered his craft. I also want to say that he is constantly doing research. Apart from telling the stories the way they are, doing the human angle aspect of it, he's constantly improving upon himself. It's not enough for you to say, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a producer, I'm a writer, I'm an actor, and you're not ready to learn the trend, you're not ready to master your craft, you're not ready to even go and see or research other works and know what's going on, what the global thing is like. So I think that Kule is one who has quite, he's for me a living legend. Yes. Kule is for me one who constantly tries to beat his own record. So if you find one in that category, the only thing that you can do as a producer, actor, or writer, or director is to find out how he's walked through his acts to get it together and get to where it is, and then relate with other professionals who are making it big. Making it bigger, playing big in the industry. For me, his movies are timeless. The reason why they are is because he's tightening the knots, he's tightening the bolts, he's doing right things, is crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and always ready to upgrade and update his craft. So what we can learn from people like this is to it's also to try master our own path. Look at what others are doing, what we are not doing right that others are doing right, what others are doing right that we need to emulate, and also to speak with them. Sometimes networking can do this for us. Sometimes reading and then getting research works can also help us. Yes, the craft might be there, the skill might be there, but if you don't nurture it, you don't get to where you're going.
But a lot of people also will beg to differ, saying that it's the funding that is the problem. We know the quality of cameras, the quality of equipment is using. They are not even for children. A lot of people want to say it's the funding that is the problem. Now, what's your opinion on this?
I'm not going to say yes, but I'm going to say something. If you give a large or huge cinema camera, you give a Netflix camera, for instance, to a novice or one who's not done his acts together, believe me, it's going to chunk out it's going to give you a chunk of garbage. But this guy knows how to utilize. It's not enough for you to ask for all that. This is not to say that we do not have people who are doing also great. Yes, he might have better camera quality, but what have you got to deliver? What have you got to give for you to begin to demand this? Your works should speak for you, and I think his works are speaking for him. Yes, the quality of his movies are speaking for him too, but what about the content? He's not putting out trash out there in the market.
Yes, that is very true.
Content. So
that is
you
very
have
true.
To before you begin to ask for better camera qualities, the cameras will shoot themselves. Hello, the cameras aren't going to shoot themselves. It needs someone who knows the right thing, knows the right keys, knows the good. It starts from a good script and a good content. You don't bring some trash and expect to have a superb outing. Oh no.
And now also, how do you think Kule has been able to project the movie industry here in Nigeria to the world? Because we are no longer talking about Kule Afolayan's movie here in Nigeria in low, but it has become global because he is doing amazingly well.
I tell you what, sometime last year, February precisely, I was in London. And I was in the midst of some friends, and we were going to see some Netflix movie as we were chilling out. And turns out it was one of Kule's films. And guys there, we didn't no one was considering tribe or anything. We're all like, oh, those guys flying our ring colors, this guy is good, oh, look at his mannerism, his skills, his days of delivery. Kule is out. So if I and a clique of friends who were out there did see that movie, imagine the number of people seeing Kule's movie globally. Don't forget that Nigeria is also on the map for movie making right now.
That is true.
Just like our music scene is also building, doing so much. Creativity is top notch here in Nigeria. Nigerians are gifted. You can't take it away from us.
That is correct.
Kule is flying the flag high. He's representing us. He's doing good globally. The fact that he's doing that and where people even home and abroad are able to see and relate with him on that note, oh man, Kule is doing good. I can beat my chest and say yes, it's affected the movie industry positively. He's taking us there, and he's one of those. I'm not going to say he's the only one because we have a good number of them. You can't even exhaust the list. We're very good movie makers, but because it's too Kule's day, and oh man, I'm a brand believer. I'm a believer of his brand. The name Kule Afolayan can keep me glued to the TV set too.
Yes, I want to believe that a lot of people share that same thought or opinion. A lot of people love his movies. I am #1 fan as well. Like I said earlier, the movie are not easily predictable. You want to sit and see to the end of it. And then we know that even October 1st and Nicola, but these are movies that have been able to project him very high. Also, October 1st, he portrayed a very storyline that was touching and something that a lot of people felt it was really worthwhile at that time. But before we let you go, our superstar, now, what's your advice? Because a lot of people also are coming. In this your industry, we have a lot of producers, a lot of directors. They just come up and they say they are directors. Anyway, I'm not in that industry. I don't know how it works, but I don't know whether you people have a school for that, or you have to get to some attend some certain level before you could be a producer, a director. But a lot of people, we're seeing a lot of people in your industry, your colleagues, they are all now directors and producers and filmmakers. Now, what's your advice? Because it's not about just producing. I know you said that earlier, but just leave us a word before you leave.
Okay, yeah. Now we have a lot of bodies and unions. When I say unions, layman's language, you have guilds governed in different aspects of our skills. We have the Actors Guild, we have the Writers Guild, we have the Producers Guild, we have the Directors Guild, we have a lot of guilds for all the departments in the movie industry. We also have people.
Hello, are you there? I think we have network issues there. Yes, we're still profiling Kule and Fola, other than our program.
Yes, even the guild, right? The different guilds also organize training, so that when you go through that training, you're able to come out refined and ready to work. We also have our institutions, various institutions. I don't want to mention names right now, but we have very good institutions in Nigeria here and even abroad where you can go get your arts quite well built and fit into the system. So what I want to say, if you have a skill, you have a dream, you have a vision, follow it. Not just following it, but doing lip service to it. You can do something like an upgrade. If you already want, if you're an actor or you're a screenwriter or you're a producer, you can do an upgrade from time to time. Run programs by this main training programs to get you updated, upgraded, informed, to meet the global standard and certification. And that's it. I mean, the whole, we have seasons and times. We have some of our agents who are no longer very active. There's always room for new entries. People are coming up. The people who are not so good people are getting better. Better people are getting still better. I don't want to use the word best, but wherever you find your fate, or wherever you find your talent or your calling, more or less, try to harness the gift. Try to walk through it to bring down the best. Try also to build them for a better you.
Wow.
It's not enough to sit and just criticize the next person. No, it's because he's got this. You're wearing a defeatist attitude if you do that. But if you must succeed, you must be able to pull, like the English people will say, take the bull by the horn. You're ready to take up the challenges. You're ready to mingle. You're ready to network. You're ready to learn and unlearn. The thing is, constantly learn and unlearn. No one person is an island. So that's it.
Yes. Now, how do we make other movie producers as well to collaborate with other industries, not just the Nollywood? Because we've seen so far in his movies that he is always partnering with other industries across the globe.
Your question is, how do we get them to partner with him?
How do we get other movie producers and directors to partner with other industries outside Nigeria? Because we've seen that he has done so well. Kule, he has been able to bring in other people, partner with other industries outside Nigeria. Now, how do we make others follow suit as well?
The thing is, the world rules the world now. There's information. IT rules the world, and I think that if we have this information on who wants what, because lately, I want to give you a short story. A friend of mine just called me up a few weeks ago and said to me, "Hey, Rosemary, there's this group who has been asking. They've been trying to get a hold of a producer or producing company here in Nigeria films. They're looking to collaborate with these people, but they really don't know who to go or who to trust." So the thing is, if you have your information out there and it's readily accessible, and then our people should also live upright. such that when people try to reach you, you're not looking to defraud them, you're not looking to attack them, you're not looking to. I'm not saying anyone is, yes, but if you position yourself in such a way that you're reachable, then people will reach you. That's it. People will reach you. I think that if we pass information, if we build up information, if we have a body that lets out this information, and when the information is there, it's such a transparent one that not one person is trying to monopolize everything, or not one body thinks it's higher or higher than I or more equal than the other. So when the information are out there in public, there, and then the people also have quite equipped themselves to be able to fit into the rules that are out, then we're good to go.
Wow, that is very true. I agree with you, and thank you so much for telling us, letting us in a little about Kunle and Falan. You're the finest producer and director, actor as well. Thank you so much. You're doing well in the industry. You all are doing well. You all are making us so proud, and we are happy that not just the music industry, but the film industry is always top notch. You are doing really well. We appreciate all your efforts. Thank you, Superstar, for being with us today. We appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for thanking me. I mean, it's a good thing that we are fulfilling destiny and we're making lives even better by a little smile that we put on their faces here.
Yes,
Thank you also for staying true to yourself, especially with the one of broadcasting. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Grateful too. Thank you. All right. Have a lovely afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day too.
You too. Yes, I've been on the phone with Rosemary Gabriel Ogbonna. She's a Nollywood actor. Actress, she's a veteran. In fact, she has been in the industry for as long since I was a child. And those are the old timers in the Nollywood. And we are still talking about Kunle Afolayan, one of the finest, one of the finest in the industry when we talk about the prowess in acting and directing and producing, not just the equipment alone, the cameras, but also the storylines. This is something that got people talking. This man just comes up with a storyline that is out of the world, something different, something we've not seen before, something totally different from the rest. And this is what's celebrating, of course. That is why we're putting him on the news today. Now we'll watch another of his clip, and when we return, we're going to continue with some of profiling him, of course. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after the break.
Ṣé tí àwa rí láti mo wà láì ṣe ló dàbẹ̀ ní bó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan-an.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan-an lójú ayé. Ó ti dá wọ́n lè jẹ́ agbáriwo ara wa. Á dìde báyìí múra ká tètè wá lọlé aláyẹ̀wò. Ká lọ wò ó ká bẹ́ẹ̀ ó dá yẹ̀gẹ́ yẹn ọmọ tó dé. Mo ti yọ ọkọ tó di gbogbo ẹ̀kẹ́ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ tètè dìde o dáhùn dìde. Ọlọ́mọ mi jẹ́ ayé burúkú. Dìde kó o múra ká lọ lé aláyẹ̀wò. Èmi ń lọ náà. Kó o múra kó o lọ bẹ̀. bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni a lè ṣe nǹkan kan sí yóò bá ṣe wípé orí kan ayọ̀ ṣé wà láàrọ̀ òkè ọya ló wà òkè ọya àti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lónìí màá lọ pé à ń lọ síbẹ̀ fúnra mi. ó ti dà ẹ pè wá ní ká lè rí bí wá ṣe ètùtù tó yẹ. ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. ẹ ṣeun dàda. kó a jò. ẹ ṣeun. ẹ ṣeun.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back from that quick break. We're still seeing Kule everywhere. You can see for yourself. You can tell that this man is good. Not just a good actor, but a good director, producer, and of course, he is all in one. I have a caller here with me. I'm going to bring her in. Hello? Can you hear us? Good afternoon. How are you this afternoon?
I'm good. And I'm calling from Abuja.
And then you're welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
So I believe you're watching us. How will you describe this incredible man? That is the word I call him, Mr. Incredible. Yes. Go ahead.
I'm really very excited because, okay, let me say this. Mr. Kule is one of the people that I'm, privately in love with. Like, he's my crush. Like, I love him so much. Like,
oh, wow.
It's perfection. Like, his movies, his directing, like, if there's one October 1, it's one of the movies I watched and I rewatched and I kept rewatching and I watched over and over again. And it shocked me that I still have that movie on my phone. Like,
wow.
And that's like, how a young man be so perfect and be so good at, doing something.
And be so cute as well.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
I also want to know, Mr. Kule, what is your drive? Like, what is the inspiration? What gave you that motivation to always do your movies and put in so much money, put in so much effort? Like, you just want that perfection and you want to stream your movies on cinemas, on Netflix and everything. What is the drive? I just want to know that secret.
Maybe when we have him on the show, you can now start those questions. Today we're just profiling him as a person, as a director, as an actor, of course, and a movie producer. A lot of people, a lot of young people have been able to reckon with him over the years, and they are still doing that. He is somebody that's been able to project Nigeria, the movie industry, to the world on a lighter note, on a very beautiful note. Yes, because they used to think nothing good can anything good come from the movie industry or in Nigeria. But when you sit down and watch Kule's movies, you know that yes, these people are on another level. So I think he's worth celebrating, and that's why we have him on the news today.
Yes, it's actually worth celebrating because Mr. Kule does his job and he does it well. I actually hope he's listening because he puts perfection, like it's very detailed in his directing, even in his interpreting his movie roles. He puts extra effort. He projects Nigeria in a very positive light. He uses good cameras and his equipment in producing a movie. He will not just go and produce all these cut and join kind of movies. He actually pays attention to details. So personally, he's worth, properly, and he deserves every accolade, everything he's getting at this point in time.
Well, thank you so much, Ene, for calling. Thank you. We appreciate you. Of course, when I see him, I'm going to ask him that question on your behalf. Don't worry. Very soon, hopefully, we're going to have him on SRE TV, either via call or via, one-on-one in the studio. You have a crush on him. I think, and it's not just you. I think every other lady in this country, even outside Nigeria, everybody, we all have crush on him. That is just the truth. He is cute. He is calm as well. Yes. Thank you for calling. We appreciate your time. You too. So you see, not just me, but every other lady out there, just everybody described this man as Mr. Perfect. And like the movie, that is one of the movies I love the most, the first. Maybe it's because this is something that has to do with the country as a whole. This is something that has to do with Nigerians, and this is something that a lot of people felt it was even the right time. Now, that October 1st, the movie, which was produced in 2014, was the winner of the 16 Major African Movies Awards in 2015, and the second highest grossing Nigerian film in Nigeria cinema at that time, and it's at that time of its release. And a feast Kunle Afolayan was to repeat 2 years later with the CEO. That is another movie that people watch and like, oh wow, another one again. And now we're still talking about the citation. We're still talking about even Nicolabo. That is one movie that is very interesting. But you know, this movie October 1st, people actually keyed into it because something that has to do with Nigeria. It was before we got independent, and that's something we've never seen in the movie industry. And to our very, 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 I don't know, he used to be my boss, but of blessed memory, Uncle Sadiq Daba, he was my former boss. I was a man I used to respect so much. He was part of the crew, and he did justice to that script, he did justice to that storyline. See this movie with me now. I will be right back. That is October 1st, so you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, we be independent in 2, 3.
It's time for evening prayers. Another girl is missing. Native Inspector Danny Missouri. That native police officer. Leave for a coating first thing in the morning. I require this case wrapped up for the 1st of October, Independence Day. Yes, sir. How about to commit such integrity? Don't you touch me! One in people. I gotta you should talk by yourself. Arrest him. There's no policeman. Arrest Papa. You are hereby suspended. This is ransom, Kuti. Ojebi. I cannot sweep it under the rug. You listen to me. You'll do as you're bloody well told. You're an impudence of the man. You'll be flogged in Kenya. Case closed. I think I know the killer. Happy Independence, Danny boy.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back. You've seen October 1st to me. You know that is just a trailer. We can't bring it all to you. But if you have not seen that movie, I bet you're mixing a lot. Like the last caller said that movie has been up to like 7-6 years, but a lot of people like me, I still have it on my laptop. This is a movie you want to watch over and over again. You can't get tired of it. And then we'll talk about Nicolabo. Now in 2021, the director signed a 3-picture deal with Netflix, and Kule was married with 4 kids, but not divorced. The award-winning actor Gabriel Afolayan is a brother to Kunle. We know, if you know Kunle, then you should know Gabriel as well, because that is the kid brother, and also he is an award winner. And on the 6th of April 2015, Afolayan posted a tweet which implied that the Igbos were the majority group behind copyright infringement in Nigeria. These are some of the things he did. The backlash from fans led to apology. For you to know that this man is so down to earth, after that post, he had to apologize. He had to come out. He had to explain why he was concerned about the piracy piracy in the movie industry. And of course, you can see from his movies that they are not kind of movies you could even easily pirate. It's just this ones you do on the roadside and all that. And most especially the threats on the potential release of unlicensed copy of October 1st, his latest movie at that time. And that was why he tweeted that. He has won so many awards. When we talk about award here in the country and of course outside the country, Kunle has won so many awards as an actor, director, producer, and his latest movie as well, and Nico Labo. He is one of the movies that has been nominated for 9 awards this year at the AMVCA coming up on Saturday, May. And you see, I don't know, probably they have done it, but we know that he has done so. He has been nominated for so many awards. He has clicked onto a lot of awards in the industry, not just here. Like I said, we have the he has the one of the director of the year, the search actor, best indigenous language Yoruba, best movie West Africa, best overall movie, and best director. Now these are some of the awards, and you know it's not easy. Also, he is an English actor, Yoruba actor. Sometimes he does the north, he goes to the north, to the south, so he's depicting every part of the country, not just one-sided, and that's one thing we celebrate about him. Also, we know that he's been bringing a lot of people, new faces into the industry. That is another thing producers should learn how to do. Not just the faces we're used to, but look for new talent. There are a lot of people with talent, the young people, the youth out there. They just need somewhere to showcase this talent. This is something I think he is doing, and he is doing very well. So people also should learn to look into that. Do you want us? Maybe you're watching us right now. Do you want us? Is there any actor? Is there any politician? Any businessman? You know, this is where we bring people on the news because they are doing well in that place, and we want also, if there's anyone you want us to profile, you can just drop it on our comment section. Of course, we will get back to you on that. But this is where we wrap up the show. We just want to say we applaud you, Kunle Afolayan. You're doing very well. You've been able to show another side of Nigeria, another side of the movie to the world, and we are so proud of you from SRO TV, and of course a lot of people as well are proud of you. Well done, well done. We hope that we'll get to see more of you, the kind of likes of you in the industry that will continue to project good things and of course new things about the industry. If there's somebody who wants me to project, do that, to drop a comment, not just, like I said, not just in the movie industry, but even a farmer, any person that is worth being on the news. We'll just bring them here. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Before we go, let's not forget our Nigerian Week London that is coming up July 20th. You know, it's going to be fun. A lot of industries are already partnering with us, the movie people, the producers, big-time producers, actors, directors, musicians, and of course, government agencies as well partnering with us as we speak. So do well to be part of that event. Get your stand, get your ticket, and we're going to showcase ourselves there, and you know how it will be. We're talking about the food, the music, the culture, we as a people are callers, and of course the business opportunities. That's a good place for you to tell the world everything about you, your business and everything. This is a great opportunity, so don't be left out. And while you're watching us, also hit on the notification bell. Invite somebody to the page. Tell somebody to tell somebody. There's a lot happening here. You can see how interesting this program was. I even had to bring in a Nollywood star. We have a lot: politics, business, agriculture, anything you have to think of, education. So you need to bring people to the page as well. Hit on the share our content as well. That's a good place to wrap up the show. I remain yours truly, Princess KESSY. Now, see you again next week. Do well to take care of yourself and obey the traffic law. It's Friday, so when you go out, please do what is right. And this town, this city, and this country will just be a better place for everybody to live in. Bye for now.
Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in